Have you ever eaten something that seemed healthy but left you feeling drained, foggy, or less like yourself the next morning? If you're over 60 and struggling with low energy, weak circulation, or softer erections, you might be shocked to learn it could be coming from the vegetables on your plate. That's right. Even the most innocent salad could be working against your manhood without you realizing it today. I'm going to expose the 4 vegetables that secretly block blood flow down there and ruin your testosterone. And then I'll give you the 4 vegetables that do the exact opposite. These power veggies restore blood flow, supercharge your energy, and bring back those rock-solid mornings you thought were gone forever. Before we get into the worst and best vegetables for your manhood, I need you to do something simple. If you're over 60 and tired of feeling weaker every year, hit the like button, and if you care about your blood flow, confidence, and energy, subscribe right now, because what you're about to learn could change everything. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. James Rowan, and for the last 30 years, I've helped thousands of men over 60 fight back against aging by using food to restore circulation, testosterone, and energy. Not pills, not risky procedures, just simple everyday changes that reconnect men with their strength. And if there's one thing I've learned in all those years, it's that some of the most dangerous things for a man's body are the ones labeled healthy. That includes vegetables. Yes, you heard that right. Certain vegetables that look clean, green, and perfect on your plate are loaded with compounds that mess with your hormones, block blood flow, and make it harder for your body to do what it used to. I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to guide you, because there's a smarter way to eat at this stage of life, and it starts with knowing the truth. The real problem. Here's the truth nobody tells you. As men age past 60, our bodies don't handle certain plant compounds the same way they used to. Your digestive enzymes slow down, your liver filters nutrients less efficiently, and your hormones respond more intensely to everyday foods. That means something as simple as the vegetables you eat can quietly sabotage your energy, testosterone, and morning performance without warning. Let's be clear, I'm not saying all vegetables are bad, but some of the most common ones contain a dangerous group of compounds called anti-nutrients. These are natural plant defenses that block your body from absorbing key minerals like zinc, magnesium, potassium, and selenium, the building blocks of testosterone, blood flow, and healthy erections. These anti-nutrients don't just block nutrients, they also irritate your gut, raise inflammation levels, and mess with nitric oxide production, which is the single most important molecule for expanding your blood vessels and keeping things firm down there. But it gets worse. Certain vegetables also increase estrogen levels in older men. They throw your testosterone out of balance, cause your body to retain water, trigger joint stiffness, and leave you feeling heavier, slower, and more tired. Even when you think you're eating clean, you might be eating salads, roasting vegetables, doing all the healthy things the internet tells you to. But if the vegetables on your plate are blocking your hormones and tightening your blood vessels, you'll feel it in the worst ways: more bathroom trips, weaker circulation, softer mornings, and that nagging feeling something is off in your manhood. Good news is I've seen men turn it all around just by removing the wrong vegetables and replacing them with a few strategic ones that supercharge blood flow and support healthy testosterone. These aren't exotic foods. They're everyday items you can find in any grocery store. But you have to know which ones work with your body after 60, not against it. That's why I'm about to show you the 4 vegetables you must avoid and the 4 you absolutely need to start eating. Now, 4 vegetables you must avoid after 60. Let's start with the 4 vegetables I warn all my older male patients about. These are the ones that look healthy on your plate, but they quietly choke your blood vessels, trigger hormone crashes, and make you feel like you're aging faster than you should. The first one is soy-based vegetables like edamame. Now, I know soy is praised for being heart healthy and low in fat, but for men over 60, this is one of the most estrogenic vegetables you can eat. Soy contains compounds called phytoestrogens. They mimic the female hormone estrogen in your body, and when testosterone is already declining with age, this creates a hormonal imbalance that kills your energy, lowers your sex drive, and makes it harder to get or maintain an erection. Soy also interferes with thyroid function, which regulates your metabolism, blood pressure, and stamina. I've had men cut soy out completely and notice within days that their mornings were harder and their mood felt stronger. If you want to stay sharp and virile at this age, get rid of edamame. Soy milk, tofu, and anything made from soybeans. Second is canned peas. They might look harmless, but canned peas are packed with sodium and preservatives that mess with your blood flow. Too much sodium stiffens your arteries. It increases blood pressure and forces your heart to work harder. But more importantly, canned peas are often loaded with BPA from the lining of the can, and BPA is a hormone disruptor linked to lower testosterone. Studies show men exposed to higher levels of BPA at a significantly greater risk of erectile dysfunction and fertility problems. If you like peas, go for fresh or frozen versions without additives. But if you're using canned peas regularly, you're sabotaging your manhood every time. The third one is spinach when eaten raw and daily. Now hold on, spinach can be great in moderation, but here's the issue. Raw spinach is very high in oxalates. Oxalates are anti-nutrients that bind to calcium and magnesium in your gut. They stop your body from absorbing these minerals and instead push them into your kidneys where they form stones. More importantly, calcium and magnesium are crucial for muscle function, blood vessel dilation, and hormone balance. If you're loading up raw spinach in daily smoothies or salads, you could be starving your body of the exact minerals it needs for blood flow. Instead, steam your spinach or rotate it with other greens like arugula or mustard greens. Your body will thank you. And the fourth one is nightshades like eggplant and green bell peppers. These vegetables contain compounds called alkaloids. And alkaloids are known to increase inflammation in sensitive individuals, especially older men with arthritis, prostate issues, or vascular concerns. Inflammation is the enemy of strong erections. It damages the lining of your blood vessels, makes it harder to produce nitric oxide, and slows the delivery of oxygen-rich blood to where it's needed. Even worse, green peppers are harvested before they're fully ripe, which means they're harder to digest and offer less nutritional value. If you constantly feel bloated, sluggish, or stiff, nightshades could be part of the reason why. Swap them for veggies like zucchini, carrots, or cooked mushrooms that support rather than stress your system now. I know this may sound overwhelming, but I've seen men in their 60s and 70s eliminate just one or two of these vegetables and regain their confidence. They feel lighter, clearer, and yes, their mornings come back strong and consistent, because what you take out of your diet matters just as much as what you put in. And now that you know what to avoid, let's flip the switch, because the next 4 vegetables I'm about to show you, they're the ones that open your arteries, pump up your testosterone, and give your manhood the fuel it's been begging for. That's why, for men over 60, we can't just copy what younger men are doing. We need to think strategically about how vegetables affect blood flow, energy, and hormonal balance. Some of these so-called healthy vegetables might still be useful in small amounts or when prepared differently, but the moment they start dominating your meals, especially if you eat them daily without rotating or cooking them properly, they begin to work against you. And it's not just about your manhood, it's about your joints, your heart, your sleep, your confidence. Every system in your body after 60 is more sensitive to inflammation and hormonal interference. You might be struggling with fatigue and thinking it's just age, or wondering why your blood pressure is high. Even though you eat clean, you might even be blaming stress for your bedroom struggles. In reality, it's that one green pepper or soy snack you eat every other day. That's why I always start with subtraction before addition. Remove the 4 vegetables we talked about, even for just 2 weeks, and pay attention to your body. Notice your energy, your strength, your mood, and your mornings. Chances are you'll feel a shift, a lightness, a return of control. And that's when you'll know you've cleared the path for real male vitality. To come back, 4 vegetables you must choose instead now that we've removed the problem foods. It's time to fuel your manhood with the right vegetables. These aren't miracle foods. They're strategic. They support blood flow. They protect testosterone. And they help men over 60 reclaim their energy, stamina, and morning strength in a way that feels natural. First on the list is beets, are the most powerful blood flow vegetable I recommend. To men over 60, they're rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is what opens your blood vessels, improves circulation, and sends more oxygen and nutrients exactly where you need them. I've had patients eat roasted beets 3 times a week, and their morning performance went from weak or non-existent to strong and dependable. Plus, beets are high in folate and potassium, which protect the heart and help balance hormones. If you're not eating beets, you're leaving the door closed on better erections and real stamina. Second is cooked tomatoes. Tomatoes, when cooked, become rich in lycopene, a natural antioxidant that reduces inflammation in the blood vessels and supports prostate health. This is especially important for men over 60 because prostate pressure can block circulation to the lower body. Lycopene also helps regulate testosterone and supports heart health, which is deeply connected to erectile strength. The key is to cook them raw. Tomatoes have less bioavailable lycopene, so use tomato paste. Make tomato-based soups or saute them in olive oil for an easy testosterone-supporting boost. I've seen men combine tomatoes with beets, and within weeks, they felt sharper, stronger, and their manhood responded with more control and more confidence. Third is watercress. This forgotten leafy green is a secret weapon for aging men. It's packed with vitamin K, which protects artery walls, and it's one of the few greens that actually helps regulate estrogen in the male body. Watercress also supports the liver, which processes excess hormones and keeps your testosterone levels stable. It's light peppery and works great in soups or mixed into omelets. Many of my older patients say they feel less bloated and more energized when they rotate watercress into their meals. Just twice a week. Fourth is garlic. Yes, garlic is technically a bulb, but it acts like a vegetable in your body. It increases nitric oxide, clears plaque from the arteries, and dramatically improves blood flow. In fact, studies show men who consume garlic regularly have lower blood pressure, fewer signs of vascular stiffness, and better overall sexual performance. One powerful method I teach is combining raw garlic with olive oil on toast or in soups. You don't need much, but over time your circulation improves and your body starts waking up with that full, strong feeling again, even if you hadn't felt it in years. These 4 vegetables work in harmony with your body. They don't fight your hormones. They support them. They don't clog your blood vessels. They clean them, and when used together, they can make a man over 60 feel younger, stronger, and more in control of his manhood than he has in a decade. Now you might be wondering how to actually make these vegetables part of your life without overcomplicating things. That's the beauty of it. You don't need a fancy recipe book or a strict plan. These vegetables are flexible. You can roast beets ahead of time and add them cold to a salad or warm them up with a splash of olive oil. Cooked tomatoes can be stirred into eggs or blended into soups. The warmth releases the lycopene that fuels your arteries. Watercress can be tossed into a sandwich or used as a peppery garnish on almost anything. And garlic, you don't need a whole bulb. Just 1 clove minced raw and mixed with olive oil once a day can make a noticeable difference. I always say it's not what you remove, it's what you replace it with. These 4 choices give your body what it's been missing. They give your blood vessels space to breathe. They give your testosterone room to function. They give your mornings a reason to come back full and strong. Within days, you'll feel more focused, less sluggish, and more responsive, because when the right fuel hits the right system, everything changes, especially for men over 60 who are ready to reclaim their power from the inside out. Closing reflection, you've just taken a powerful step, because now you know the truth about food and manhood after 60. It's not about starving yourself or chasing some impossible diet trend. It's about making smart choices for your blood flow, your testosterone, and your energy. As a man, what you eat, especially the vegetables you choose, can either fuel your performance or drain it. And it's not just physical, it's emotional. It's about waking up with strength and confidence. It's about feeling present again in your own body. It's about looking in the mirror and knowing you still have that fire inside. You've seen men in their late 60s, even 70s, make these small changes, and they didn't just get stronger mornings. They got their edge back, their focus, their vitality. They stood taller, walked with more purpose, and their wives noticed you don't need another pill. You need circulation. You need hormonal balance, and you need the truth that nobody else is giving you. Start today. Take out the 4 vegetables that are hurting you. Bring in the 4 that support you, and within weeks, you'll feel the difference where it matters most, because your manhood isn't gone. It's just been waiting for the right fuel.